Hello again, scholars. Alrighty, so we already went over the rock cycle and the different types of rock, but we're going to do a little simulation right now using starbursts, and they're going to act as our rock. So this is just a simulation, and this is basically trying to help us go through the processes and what's actually happening to these rocks and how they turn into the different types of rocks. So what we're going to need is 3 starbursts, and you all received your lab manual so you can follow along, but your materials for this lab will be starbursts, and I will pass those around shortly. You'll need to have 3 different colors. You can have any colors, but you need to have 3 different colors. I have a combination of pink and green, I have a combination of blue and yellow, we have orange, the regular yellow, red, pink, all those colors. So you can pick at whatever colors you want, but we have to have at least 3 different colors, okay? Now, what we're going to do first, we're going to unwrap all of our little starbursts, and we're going to chop them up into little pieces. So we're going to have little pieces of starbursts. Starbursts are rocks. So little pieces of starbursts, but they are our rocks. Now, what is this trying to show? We have little itty bitty pieces of rock, and these are what? When they're broken down into little pieces. That's right, it's called sediment. These are sediment. This is sediment. So how does sediment happen? Like, how do we get sediment? That's right, through weathering and erosion. Through weathering and erosion. Alright, so we're going to cut up our little starbursts into little pieces, and then that's going to be our sediment, and then we're going to take the next step together. So now we have our sediment. This is considered sediment. You're going to go ahead and take your scissors or the plastic knife that I've passed out to you. Very carefully, you're going to make sediment with your rocks with the process of what? Weathering and erosion. Very good. We're going to use weathering and erosion to make sediment with our rock. All right, so let's go ahead and do that now. All right, very good. I see that everyone has finished making sediment. Now, what is the next step with this rock cycle? What's the next step? Very good. We're going to try to make sedimentary rock. So we're going to go from sediment to sedimentary rock. Now, how do we make sedimentary rock? How does sedimentary rock form? Through compaction and sedimentation. Very good. So we're going to give a little bit of compaction. We're going to form it together. This is compaction and sedimentation. I'd like everyone to go ahead and say that with me. Compaction and sedimentation. Very good. So this is considered a what? A sedimentary rock. Very good. We just took our sediment, we used compaction and sedimentation to make a sedimentary rock. Very good, guys. Okay, so we have our sedimentary rock, and we want to go to the next part of this rock cycle. What is the next type of rock? Metamorphic rock. Very good. How do we get to metamorphic rock? Through heat and pressure. Very good. So we're going to go ahead and add some heat and pressure. We're going to add some heat and pressure. We're going to move it around. Some friction. That's some heat. Very good. Just go ahead and push that all together. This is heat and pressure being added. Go ahead and keep adding that heat and pressure. Very good. Now let's see what it looks like. Very good. What can you tell me about what this looks like. Looks kind of marbleized. Yeah, very good. Has pretty colors, pretty swirls. Awesome. Very good. Yeah, good job. Okay, so this is called what again? Metamorphic rock. And how did we get from sedimentary rock to metamorphic rock again? Through heat and pressure. Very good, guys. Okay, so now we're going to take our metamorphic rock and we are going to do what? What's the next step? What's the next type of rock? Well, the next type of rock is igneous. Very good. So how do we get to igneous rock? What has to happen? Melting. Very good. So we're going to have to melt this metamorphic rock. So I'd like everyone to go ahead and take some tin foil. I've placed it on your desk. And we're going to make a little bowl. So we're going to make a little bowl with our tin foil. The reason being is because I'm going to take all of your metamorphic rocks and we're going to put them into this metal bowl, into your own individual metal bowl, and I'm going to put it on the hot plate. This is going to symbolize melting because when I put it on the hot plate, it's going to get really, really hot and it's going to heat up our rock and it's going to melt our rock. Now, when it does melt, what is that in, like, what's another name for melted rock? Magma. Very good, very good. So we're going to go ahead and make sure you make your bowl, your metal bowl, and put your rock inside of it, and I'm going to melt each individual person's, and my assistant teacher is going to help me with that, and we'll see what it looks like. And this is our magma. So after melting our metamorphic rock, it turns into magma. Now, when it starts to cool, as it already is, it's starting to cool, what will it turn into? When our magma starts to cool, what will it turn into? Igneous rock. Awesome. Good job, guys. Very good. So right now we have igneous rock. It has cooled down. This is considered igneous rock. Very good. Okay, so what would happen if we were to break it? What process would we call it once we break our igneous rock into little itty bitty pieces? Oh, that's metal. What would happen? What would we call this process when this breaks? Weathering and erosion. Very good. And when this breaks, when weathering and erosion takes place, what does it turn into? That's right, sediment. That's right. So our igneous rock turns into sediment and the cycle starts all over again. Awesome job, guys.